Hey, beautiful people. So I'm back with another video. So in this video, I want to talk about the two $5,000 credit cards that almost anybody can get approved for. And the only reason why you would really care about this is because if you messed up on your utilization, I want to show you guys how you can actually fix it, right? So if you messed up before, I want to show you guys how you can actually fix it. So let's jump right on in the video and let's crunch these numbers and talk about how you can actually fix it. So the first thing I want you guys to know is I don't care if you had a bankruptcy or if you're going through a bankruptcy right now, if you had a foreclosure, you got, your credit scores are 300, and it's possible because we made a video not too long ago with somebody that got a 179 credit score. So I don't care what your credit score is, but you're able to get approved for these two $5,000 credit cards, you guys, and I have them right. Look down below. You can see two $5,000 credit cards, or you can look for utilization too, you guys. Utilization guide, how to fix my utilization. And you can see them in my Shopify account too, you guys. You can just go to my website and you'll be able to see them. Now, the thing is, like I said, I don't care what's going on with your credit, what's your credit score, what's on your credit reports, you're able to get approved for these two credit cards. Now, the only reason why you would care about these credit cards is like, look at this client right here. So the credit limit is 700. They actually spent 722. They just got a fee for being over. And then to $1,000 limit. And then to this one right here, they spent $983. So if you see right here, that's 1705. So they spent $1,705. But if you were to add up that utilization, with these, because this one says the percentage is 103%. This one right here is 98%. If you were to add that up, it's going to really drop that credit score because that's going to be in a red zone right here. And if you see right here on Credit Karma, so I'm just on a Credit Karma account so you can be able to look this up, you guys, and couch on utilization. But they want us in this green zone. So less than 30%, but this is like ideal, 0 to 9%. They're at 15%, using this card, but they're going to pay these down, which is going to really help. But at first, it was right here on 75%, but just getting these two $5,000 credit cards, you can see here, and they don't have any balance on them, that really helped make sure that, now they're in that green zone, which boosted their credit scores back up. And on top of that, too, you guys, now they can go get regular credit cards because now it looks like their utilization is not totally maxed out. Now, if you have credit cards to the point where you maxed them out before, $10,000 being added to your credit reports can really change your life. Like, say if you were to use up, your credit cards. So this is $1,700 worth of credit cards. A lot of people, they think they have credit card debt, but they really don't. Getting these two $5,000 credit cards, which is $10,000 on there. Now it looks like you use less of your credit cards in terms of your utilization below. I always tell my clients, don't spend more than 5%. So technically, I wouldn't even want them to spend more than, what is that? Let me teach you guys how to do. Let's just pull up the calculator and I'll definitely show you what it is. This is the calendar, you guys. Not that. Let's pull up the calculator. And let's calculate what it is. So if you want to figure out your own utilization, this is all you have to do. You got to add up all of your balances, which we already know is 1705, but I'll show you how they came up with that. So the balance is 722 plus 983. I need to get some glasses, you guys. Equals, that's that 1705. Now, say if they did not have that 1705 available, act like they just had the 1700. So now we got 1705. So you got to do 1705, and then we got to divide that by how much your limit is. So which is $1,700 equals. Look at that, you guys. They use 100.29%, like over 100% of their credit. The credit card. So what I want you guys to understand, I know you see a large decimal. Anytime, if you want to change a decimal to a percentage, all you got to do is move it over 2 times. So you see how we have 1.00. You got to just move it over 2 times. This decimal, so it's going to go over 2 times. So this is 1 time and this is 2 times, which means the decimal should be here now. So which is going to be 100.22. Or if you like, Rickita, I ain't got time for all this decimal stuff. Just multiply it by 100. So now there you go. You see how decimal now it's over here? That's all you got to do. So now we see that they spent 100%. They spent 100%. But let me show you how they came up with the 15% now, right? So all you have to do is now that they have the two $5,000 credit cards, let me show you what that will look like. So $1,705 is what they spent. So 1,705 divided by what they have available. So now they got the 1,700 plus 10,000, which is 11,700. That's the total, right? So the 1,705 divided by $11,700 equals 14.57. But let me show you, multiply it by 100 so you can see the 14.57. So that's 14.57%, and they just rounded it. 5 or higher means that this number right here is going to go up 1. So that's going to be 15%. That's how they came up with 15%. But let's act like the client ran into $500, right? They ran into $500. They want to pay down their credit cards. So now, since they balance right now with 1705, let me show you what paying $500, or even doing like the shopping cart trick. If you guys don't have my shopping cart trick guide, look down in the description and get my shopping cart trick guide. That guide is going to show you how to get credit cards without them pulling your credit. So you can get the two $5,000 credit card to be $10,000. And I want you guys to get my shopping cart trick guide, because when you get that guide, that's going to help too get credit cards. And if you get $1,000 with that, that'd be good. But let's act like you just got $500, right? So let me show you what that would look like. So the client, let's act like they got $500. Let me show you what adding $500 to the utilization look like, and then the client actually putting $500 towards this payment. So the client got $500 now, and they paid $500 in their credit card. So now their balance, let's do the 1,705 minus 500 equals, so that means they're going to have $1,205 now that they still have to pay, right? So now we're going to do that 1,205 divided by what they have available altogether, which would be the 11,700 equals. And then we want to multiply that by 100 equals. And that will leave you with the 10.299. We don't want to use all that. So since this is a 2, we're not going to round it. So 10% now. So they're still right at that little edge. But say if they were to actually let me show you what it looks like if you actually get, $500 in credit too. So this will actually knock down that utilization some too by just getting more credit cards. And it sounds crazy, but don't use them. Just because you have credit cards don't mean you have to use them. So let's act like they have $500 in credit cards. So let's do 11,700 plus 500 equals. So now they got $12,200 in credit, right? So we want to figure out what it would look like if they were just to keep the same balance, which was 1,705 divided by 12,200 equals, and then we multiply that by 100 equals. So now they're at 14%. So they went 1% down, and that little bit of change can even raise your credit score, 5 to 10 points. And the point that you have a new account can even raise your credit score even more. So I always tell my clients, make sure you have 4 credit cards. Now, what if they were to do, like one of the clients got approved? I don't want to say client, one person that did a shopping cart trick, she actually got a $4,000 credit card. So let me show you guys what that will look like with them getting that $4,000 credit card. So now they're going to be at 15,700. So let me show you what that would look like if you were to get $15,000, right? If you was to get to $15,000, you'll still keep that same balance, because we can't pay none right now, right? We're going to just still keep that. So the 1,705 divided by the 15,700 equals, and then divided by 100 equals, not divided by, my bad, you guys. Let's multiply it by the 100 again. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm going the opposite way. Times 100, you guys. Times 100, and that's going to have us at 11%. So now you even dropped it down even more, right? So I want you guys to look down the description and get the guide with the 2 $5,000 credit cards. And I still want you guys to get the guide too. That's the utilization guide. And even too, if you're not even thinking about utilization, if you're trying to get credit cards in general, it's not just for utilization. Clients, like when I first got, I got these credit cards too. But when I first got these credit cards, my credit score went up 60 points by just getting it, you guys. So I definitely want you guys to look down the description and get the guides and get started on this. And keep this in mind too. Paying off this balance sum is going to really help your credit score. But if you used to pay off the balance, let's look and see what it'd be like if we did both. We got a $4,000 credit card and we did $500 payment. So if we got a $4,000 credit card, that's gonna have us at $15,700, and if we paid off $500, that's gonna have us at $1,205, right? Divided by $15,700 equals times, you guys, I messed up last time, times 100. So that's going to have us at, let's round it up because this is a 6. That's going to have us at 8%, which is between that 0 and 9%. So you guys just take action and do what y'all need to do. And remember too, keep this in mind too. From the beginning, the client already was at 100%. Remember, we was at 100%. So we was at 103% on this one and 98% on this one. But since we added these two on there, don't forget, that's the guy below. Since we have added these two on there, that took them to 15%. But since they did the shopping cart trick too, you guys, that, they got approved for $4,000 in credit cards. That actually brought them here. Plus additional them paying off the, paying towards that account. But still, even if you wasn't to pay towards it, you was at 100%, and now you're at 15%, you're in the green zone. You were in the red zone. Now you're in the green zone. So this is a good trick for you guys if you to max out your credit cards, or if you even want to just get more credit cards. Go ahead and get the 2 $5,000 credit cards. I tell everybody to start off with those credit cards, whether their credit is good or bad. Get those on your credit reports as a cushion, and then make sure you get the guide for the shopping cart trick. That's when you can get approved for credit cards without them actually pulling your credit reports to even know you maxed out credit cards, even know your credit score is low. So a lot of people is getting approved for those credit cards, you guys. Go ahead and just take action, start working on it, and let me know if you guys have any questions. I'm definitely here for you guys. Bye-bye.